All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Anthropology 365. So, Lauren, identify a dish that is... Identify a meaningful dish and carefully describe... Okay, what's a meaningful dish that you would like to talk about?
A meaningful dish?
Yes, what is a dish that maybe you've been eating since childhood that you're like, I fucking love this? This is going in the transcript. This is going in the transcript, by the way. Dish.
Probably
Probably
flank steak and pilaf, which is what my mom used to always make like once a week. And it's like still one of my favorite meals. And I want to learn. Wait, are you recording this like on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But when I go back over the summer, I want to learn how to make the pilaf so I can make it for you guys one of these nights. It's so good.
All right, so that leads me to my next question. Can you cook the pilaf on your own?
Right now, maybe.
Okay, can't really cook.
Has never cooked in her life. No, I have a general idea of how it's made, but I wanna watch my mom do it. She does it. She makes it the best.
I take it you can cook the flank steak, seeing as though you've made steak before.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to be too hard.
Awesome. Do you know all the ingredients in this dish?
Yeah.
Let's hear them.
Flank steak.
Steak, okay.
And rice pilaf.
All right, awesome. What is a cooking technique you might use to cook this? Flank steak and pilaf.
I know when you make the pilaf, you have to use like angel hair pasta.
Angel hair pasta.
And cut it up or crack it, and then you have to like saute it in butter and brown it just right before you. That would be another ingredient.
Oh, fuck yeah, in butter.
And
angel hair pasta.
And angel hair pasta and rice.
Rice, okay.
Because my mom doesn't use any like box stuff. She just makes everything from scratch. But
fantastic.
You have to brown the rice before you make it. And so apparently that's like where 90% of the effort of this meal goes into.
Okay, so most of the effort goes into browning the rice. Does the steak require any special cooking, or is it just, just cook a steak like a normal person would, and you kind of just...
Homer, come here.
Bread. Really?
Sorry, I forgot what was going on.
I'm not sure. She just cooks it in the oven.
Okay, steak is cooked normally.
Which I've never...
That's a quote from you, by the way.
I've cooked steak in an oven before, but I really prefer just like sauteed food.
Awesome. Okay, now how would you describe the look of this dish?
It's like a warm. Wintry meal.
Wintry. Sticking with the W words here, let's find another one that works.
Okay.
Connor, I'll put a little C next to that one. Wallowing.
I'm just not.
I don't know.
I haven't taken like any of my schoolwork serious. I got a 30 out of 30 on that fucking journalism paper. The one where I was like making funny headings and shit like that. And I was like, oh, she'll love this. She did.
You still want more words?
We can move on. How would you describe the taste? Is it, I don't know, juicy? Is it warm? I assume it wouldn't be cold. That'd be kind of nasty.
I would assume it's
The
not.
meal is warm.
Okay, just so it looks warm and it tastes warm. Okay.
I don't know how to describe it.
Would juicy be a good word?
The steak is juicy.
Okay, steak is juicy. Awesome. Steak is juicy. Okay. Is it celebratory or nostalgic?
Kind of at this point, because my mom doesn't make it that much anymore, so she does make it on like special occasions.
Uh-huh.
So like
Special occasions.
before going to or
Labor.
over spring break, she made it for me.
Right. Fantastic.
I'm sure before I left for Oregon in the winter, she made it for me.
Okay.
So it's like cause she like rarely eats red meat.
Okay.
So.
Would you say it evokes any sort of emotion in you, maybe pain or loss or grief?
He's interviewing me for a project.
Oh, okay. Makes a lot.
Does it remind you of like dark times?
No, it just reminds me of like my childhood.
Okay, no.
So we ate it quite frequently.
Okay, does it bring any good memories back? Do you have like a specific anecdote that you can share of like, oh fuck yeah, this flank steak fried pig. Like this is just hitting the spot.
I don't know, it reminds me of just our old house, eating it there.
Okay.
On a weekly basis.
Okay, was this house haunted?
Do you want my house to
Yeah.
be haunted?
Reminds her of her
The
old.
most haunted house in America.
Reminds her of her old haunted house.
That quote now, most haunted house
Oh my
in America.
god. Her old house that was built on an Indian barrier.
I hope she doesn't read this and she's like, no fucking way is this real.
I like that you're taking creative liberties, like not after the interview has happened, but like while the interview is happening. You're like, no,
I need to
don't
get
like
you
that.
on record saying it. She's not she's not listening to the interview, but she's looking at a
she
transcript.
isn't?
No.
Oh.
Thank God. Jeez, I would really fail this thing if I turned in this.
I was wondering why you were so okay with like going into
Okay, so you said this is like a special occasion dish nowadays. What types of occasions do you cook or eat this dish with, and why? And please don't just say special.
Really just, it's really only made by request.
Okay, made by request.
Whenever we ask my mom to make it for a birthday or
Okay, maybe birthdays. Can I
A
write
holiday
like
or-
funeral?
funeral. We've only had one.
Did you guys eat it?
Or when the ghosts come.
I'll say birthdays, funerals, celebration of life and death. And that's a quote from you, by the way.
I want you to like send this
Thank
to
you
my
there,
mom.
Connor.
So she can just like, what the fuck?
Let's see. Okay. Do you have any... What kind of question is this? Do you have any political affiliations with this dish?
No.
This dish actually makes me feel very Republican. while
Okay.
I'm eating it.
I was eating it before I even knew what the fuck
It is an
politics were.
apolitical steak.
It's definitely a Green Party meal.
Okay, maybe Green Party. Maybe Green Party. Why would you say that? Is it... Do you ever eat it with greens?
I mean, I'm sure my mom always makes some sort of.
Okay. Good.
Veggie.
Reminiscent of healthy eating. Some shit like that. Thank you, Connor.
You're welcome.
What time did you put that in?
I just set a timer for you, don't I?
Oh, you goddess. Alright.
Can you please add that to the script? You calling me a goddess?
Yeah.
I would like to see that.
Does this have any religious meaning?
Makes me feel like a goddess.
How about when you're celebrating, is steak haram or halal? It's one or the other.
Why should I know what either of those words mean?
I think it would be funny if we kind of played into this, you're Muslim and you can't eat certain foods during Ramadan. And you're
But
like,
I live in a haunted house.
A bit.
kind of like during Ramadan, you wouldn't be able to eat pork. So you were like, oh no, we just went with the flank steak, because some shit like that.
Homer,
Yeah.
this is just letting me know to never interview you for anything.
Well, keep in mind, I have to write up a fun story or some shit. I don't know. I honestly don't know what the paper's about. This is due tonight. But no, only the transcript. Only the transcript. The paper's due in 2 weeks. Okay. How about what? Since you know so much, I'm expecting you to know this. What are the origins of the dish?
I don't know where fucking steak comes from.
Origins unknown.
But I think rice pilaf is like a Middle Eastern or like a Italian. I'm not sure.
I believe you might be right. I'm probably gonna throw it in a side there and look it up on my own and just be like, interviewee did not know origins. However,
I do.
yes, I didn't tell her though because I'm a good interviewer. All right, is Middle Eastern, not just middle.
Oh, it's microwave.
Okay, that's a good place to look. Okay, what about any kind of like ethnicity or racial motivation for eating this?
Well, I need to know where it's from first.
Yes.
Because my dad is Armenian.
Okay, Armenian father.
Okay. Mother.
Yeah.
Armenian father. God damn, I need some water.
Yeah, it is Middle Eastern.
It is Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
The entire dish or just the pilaf?
The pilaf.
Okay.
And I
Flank
think
steak is
that's
just like.
the point of the dish.
Yeah.
The steak is whatever.
Alright.
I mean, it's really good, but that's not what like makes it so good.
Would you say that finding the ingredients for this dish are easy?
Yes.
Okay, very. Would you say they carry them at, your local Trader Joe's? Very easy to obtain material.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay,
You could make it from Trader Joe's.
ingredients. Okay. Do you have any food restrictions? This is kind of like outside of this, but like, do you just have any food restrictions? Are you allergic to anything, or
I'm lactose
you are
intolerant.
Muslim, so lactose intolerant. Is there any lactose that you ever eat with this dish?
No, because I'm lactose intolerant.
Okay. Are there any circumstances where one might eat lactose with this dish?
If you want to.
Okay, what kind of lactose?
That's
Whatever lactose you want.
All right, so lactose intoleration, though, does not interfere with dish.
What?
correct.
I don't know, to be honest. Okay, do you know what the word commensality means?
No.
Okay, awesome. This is gonna look really good for me when I explain it, and I throw that in the transcript. So commensality
is an idiot and does not know what this word means, so I got to demonstrate.
Yes, I did a few discussion posts on this, so step aside. So commensality is the act of eating together.
Okay.
However, if Connor had any Muslim friends and he were celebrating, oh no, you don't have to be celebrating Ramadan. Let's say you were though.
Okay, let's say it was.
So let's say it is Ramadan.
Yes.
You were eating with a Muslim fella. Okay, sun has set, so he can eat too. And you are like, oh, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna eat this pig. I'm gonna eat some pork.
Sounds about like what I did.
And that could affect commensality because they might be like, dude, I can't eat pork. Get that shit away from me.
It's too damn bad.
Yeah, that's
Well,
kind
for
of how
me.
I feel. So would you say that there's ever a time with this dish, or kind of just like in general, any religious political or cultural restraints that interfere with eating either this dish or anything?
No.
Okay, now let's say this dish causes a stir at your family Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Or any kind of like family get together, because you said this is made on special occasions.
Sure.
And let's kind of say like, you have one side of the family, maybe it's not even like a lot of people, it's just like one or two people, and they get really aggressive when they're talking about politics. And they also happen to love this dish. And every time you eat this dish, it reminds you of them. And you're like, I fucking hate those people, but I love this food, but every time you eat it, it reminds you of them. Would you say that would affect you eating with them?
Like that specific meal, or just eating with them in general?
No, that specific meal that reminds you of them so much.
Would that stop me from eating the meal in general, or eating that meal with them?
With them. Like, when they eat the meal, they get super aggressive.
Probably.
Probably wouldn't want
Okay.
to.
Can't eat meal with aggressive relatives.
Oh my god.
I want to feel what comes out.
I'm nervous.
Lauren.
There's no way she's reading all of this. There's 150 students or some shit like that, and this has already gone on for 16 and a half minutes. Woo! And she said it should be an hour. I'm only going for until these questions are done. Because I can't talk for another 45 minutes about flank steak and rice pilaf. I'm sorry. Okay, when you eat this meal, is it who do you eat it with?
My mom, dad, and little brother.
Mom, dad, brother. Sounds like a wonderful family.
It is.
That's going in the
the
transcript.
and the many ghosts.
And
in
the
our
ghosts.
house.
And sometimes ghosts.
You should call them friendly spirits.
Casper.
Yeah.
Okay, now why do you eat this dish with them? That's a stupid question. I'm not gonna lie.
It's what gets made for dinner.
Okay, yeah. Okay, why? Question mark? Because it's a fucking family dinner. What? Like, did she read these questions? I think she wanted like some really cultural thing. Like she wanted me to interview like someone from like the Middle East about like some shit like that. Okay. Okay, there's the same question again about commensality. How has the pandemic oh no, hold on. There's a question before that. So do you have any beliefs or identities or expectations regarding nutrition, health, and wellness that have kind of shaped your relationship with this particular dish? For instance, let's take a cake. Maybe the dish was a cake. It's not. But it's like, it's unhealthy, but you're like, holy shit, I love cake. And you can't have it every day because... Would you say there are any restrictions?
That better be in the transcript. Homer gestures wildly and knocks over glass.
Bang.
I know red meat's not the healthiest for you.
Okay, avoids red meat.
So
Lauren
tried.
abhors red meat.
Red meat scare her, so it's occasional. Can I say... Oh!
I was attacked by red meat.
When I was a child, I had a traumatic experience with red meat.
I was actually going to pull out something. I have a neighbor, and she's vegan, but on her birthday, she eats chicken. Can I say that you're vegan? So that way, like, I can kind of just, like, fill a bunch of shit about how you can't eat this, you can't eat that, yada, yada, yada. But every once in a while, like, a few times a year, you're like, you know what, no, I can go for some flank steak and rice pilaf right now.
Is my last name gonna be in this?
Your name doesn't have to be in it at all.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Okay.
You're telling me you could just make up shit the whole time.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, why do you think
you
Lauren's
think I
old
live in a
house
haunted
lived in a
house?
ghost
Yeah.
house?
Oh, right, yes.
Times.
Yeah, it bothers me because I'm very vegan.
She's vegan,
But it's too good.
but it's so damn good that
Those words exactly.
that she eats.
Oh, I hate hate killing cows, but
it
damn, that red meat's so good.
on special occasions. All right. So how has the pandemic influenced your relationship with this meal?
What do you want me to say?
You don't even have to answer this question, to be honest.
Like, ever since I couldn't leave the house, I had to go kill the cow myself.
Okay, she kills cows.
Yeah, also my haunted house is on a farm.
Can I actually say that you live on a farm?
And we've had to kill the meat ourselves, and now my world is just rocked.
We had to kill my favorite calf, Vinny.
No, I'm a super vegan.
Except when it comes to plank steak and rice pilaf.
And you just be like, who the fuck did you
Oi. Alright, it's been about 21 minutes. Let's see if I can think of some good questions on my own here. Shit.
How have the ghosts in your home affected the way you eat your meals?
Ugh. This is really hard. Okay. Can you kind of run through some of the kitchen tools required for like would you use a pan, a skillet, or like a spatula?
You have to like beat the meat with one of those
Use that
hammers.
quote exactly. You just have to beat the meat.
No, why did you say that? Now she's really gonna think I'm fucking with her. But I have to put it because you said it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what is a better term for it? You have to flatten the steak with the hammer.
You have to smash the
Beat
meat.
the meat with hammer. Well, now, what kind of hammer? Is this like a hammer that you would hammer nails
Tenderizer
with?
or whatever.
Okay, hammer / tenderizer.
A meat beating hammer.
Exactly.
What do you cook the? Do you grill the steak?
You put it on a pan.
Okay, steak is placed on pan.
And you put it in the oven.
On pan and is oven. Is it fried?
It would be cooked,
Roasted
roasted, I guess.
and roasted.
Whatever the cooking verbiage for something being in the oven.
All right.
And then
We'll just put cooked because I'm unsure.
Brown the butter
Okay, brown the butter.
in a pot.
The butter with pot.
And then you put some of the angel hair pasta in there.
Okay, pasta goes in.
And then you saute that a little bit. And then you add in
And sauteed.
like, what is it? 1 cup of water, 2 cups of water, 1 cup of rice.
2 cups water. 1 cup rice.
And then you just kind of let rice do its thing.
Okay, and then rice cooks?
Yeah.
Exclamation.
Yeah, I know. Homer's stuff is in the oven. I'm waiting.
Put it in the oven?
They're at 2 different times, or 2 different degrees temps.
Let me think here. Let me think. Ooh. What drink would you typically have with this?
Probably like a red wine.
Okay.
Whiskey.
Black Girl Magic.
Definitely like a black girl magic.
Okay. Red wine. Any, would it be a rosé, a prosecco?
They're both bubbly.
Fucking no, to be honest. I don't know my red wine.
Red wine is like,
You just want a nice flat red wine.
what are they called? They're,
Some
oh my
bad
gosh,
wine.
it's so embarrassing.
Grapes.
Oh my gosh, I literally work at a sports bar.
Why didn't you just put it inside?
Oh yeah, Sauvignon or
Sauvignon,
Cabernet Sauvignon, a Merlot,
Cabernet
Pinot Noir,
Sauvignon.
Moscato, duh.
It's pronounced
So-
Pinot Noir.
Sauvignon. Pinot Noir.
A Merlot, a Zinfandel.
Merlot.
Zinfandels are good. Love a Zinfandel.
Not sure how to spell that, to be honest. Okay, now
Any red wine.
okay, any red wine.
Alcohol percentage.
Any red wine, the alcohol makes the dish taste fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
That's a spicy meatball.
Would you? Okay.
Speaking of which, I gotta finish mine.
Let me think of a good way to wrap this up. So we're still learning how to cook it, right?
Yeah, I have a general idea, but I want to see it done
Okay.
up close before I present it to you.
All right. What are the odds I get to try a flank steak with rice pilaf within the next 12 months?
100%.
100%. That's
I don't
awesome.
know about the flank steak, but
100% will try.
you can do both.
All right. Are there any last words you have to say about flank steak and rice pilaf?
It's very good.
Stop killing farm animals.
It's very good.
And
Connor
call
says stop
someone
killing
to
farm animals.
exercise my house, please.
We'll
My
see there
family's
again.
dying.
Stop killing farm animals. All right. Okay, that's going to do it for us today, folks. Thanks for listening. See you next time.